In this verse, Srila Rupa Goswami advises the devotee to be intelligent enough.
This is conclusion.
To be intelligent enough to distinguish between the Kanistha-adhikari, Madhyama-adhikari, and Uttama-adhikari. The devotee should also know his own position and should not try to imitate a devotee situated on a higher platform.
Now this is going on. And that is why so much folly. So much folly.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given some practical hints to the effect that an Uttama-adhikari Vaisnava can be recognized by his ability to convert many fallen souls to Vaishnavism. One should not become a spiritual master unless he has attained the platform of Uttama-adhikari.
What it means?
If one is still a Madhyama or Kanistha, he shouldn't become a spiritual master.
Govindapal Prabhu. That's one.
A person's adhikar is always determined by faith.
Yes.
Prabhupada quoted earlier Madhya Lila to that effect. And as the faith increases, the adhikar increases up to Uttam. Madhyamadhikari, his faith is limited, only to see Krishna in one place. That's Kanistha-adhikari. Madhyamadhikari, his faith grows and he can see by discrimination, he can see how to deal with people, but Uttama-adhikari means that he sees everything Krishna and everybody, as we discussed yesterday, he sees everything Krishna and everybody as...
Everything is Krishna. Everything in Krishna. Yes.
And everyone worshipping Krishna as he worships his own Istadev in his mood.
Yes.
So that is the Uttama-adhikari who we should take shelter.
One should not become a spiritual master unless he has attained the platform of Uttama-adhikari. He cannot answer the questions. He cannot if the two things are opposite, he cannot reconcile. Those who are in dilemma, what to do or not to do, how they can help his devotees. So, he is telling like that, when you have attained the platform of Uttama-adhikari, he can initiate. And actually he is qualified to preach. Otherwise he can be involved in all these things. We are seeing all these things. Someone makes disciples and a very beautiful devotee, lady devotee came and he involves and gives all these things, and with marry or not marry he goes anywhere. There are so many, not only example. He is involved in money and praise, self-praise and all these. A neophyte Vaisnava,
a neophyte Vaisnava or a Vaisnava situated on the intermediate platform can also accept disciples.
What he is telling? But
such disciples must be on the same platform, and it should be understood that they cannot advance very well towards the ultimate goal of life under his insufficient guidance.
Yes.
Therefore, disciples should be careful.
No. We should explain something here. So, Uttama-adhikari like Narad and all others are actually Guru. But sometimes a Madhyama-adhikari or a Guru being Uttama-adhikari, he comes in the stage of Madhyama-adhikari. When he is bona fide in all kinds of siddhants, shastra siddhants, and his Shraddha is so strong. And perhaps this stage is Madhyam Madhyam or Madhyam Uttam. In this stage he can initiate some unlimited, not so much, and be very carefully that he should, they cannot, no, such disciples must be on the same platform. What platform? I am always in Madhyam. I am not high. I cannot help them, my disciples, so much. They should understand. There are no such high class of Vaisnavas. So I am giving letters like peon, like postman. They should understand there is stage where they are standing. So they should not be proud that I am making lakhs and lakhs disciples. Then he is fallen soul. And he must fall. He is fallen what to fall. If he is humble, he may advance into Uttama-adhikari, and he will be. Surely very soon he will be like that, to preach and to initiate. And it should be understood that they cannot advance very well towards ultimate goal of life under his insufficient guidance. Anyone cannot go. They cannot advance. He should know who. Those who are giving initiation. And he should not be proud that I am same as Nityananda Prabhu, and you should obey me like Nityananda Prabhu. This will be offense. He should know that I am not like Rupa Goswami, like Nityananda Prabhu. He should not have this false pride. He should not. He always should realize his own position. He should pray and know that, oh, I am helping them. But we see that so many disciples are there and Guru is there, and after that he made about 2,000 disciples, and he became himself Bhagavan or anyone, and after that what he became? Went to hell. So we should not think that, oh, think me as as Nityananda, Sakshat Haritvena Samastasa. I am that person. Sakshat Haritvena. But actually, a guru who is sincere, he will not think like this. He will think like a messenger of Nityananda Prabhu. He should think. He should not tell that I am the same person. I will come again and again and I will take you to there. He will not tell like this. Nityananda Prabhu can tell. Uttama-adhikari can tell this. So don't imitate that I am Uttama-adhikari. Then why? I heard that a disciple took sword and he wanted to kill him. Spiritual. And he gave a knife here. Why? And at the time of Gurudev, he is himself initiating so many without urge. Why? So, this is very bad things. So we cannot, they cannot advance very well. He should know. So I should take shelter or guidance of any advanced spiritual master, and then he will not do anything against high classes of Vaisnavas. But if he is not so, then he will make so many offenses in the higher lotus feet of higher devotees. He is bound to do. Therefore, disciples should be careful to accept Uttama-adhikari as a spiritual master. So we should be very, very careful in these things. Then come in text 6. Drishtais स्वभावजनितैश्च वपुषस्य दोषैर् न प्रकृतत्वमिह भक्तजनस्य पश्ये गंगां भसानु खलु बदबदफेनुपङ्कैर् ब्रह्मद्रवत्समपगच्छति नीरधर्मैः दृष्टैः स्वभावजनितैश्च वपुषस्य दोषैः. So first we should try to honor three classes of Vaishnava. That it has been explained. Krishna iti jasya giring tang manasadriyata. Those who are taking one name, even they should be respected. Whether he is our God brother or anywhere, he should be Vaishnava. We should treat and honor him as a Vaishnava. In case he is not our God brother, then what should we do? Should we try to take his neck here and to, oh, go away from here. Don't come in our territory. And he will pass out of that, oh, anyone should not go to this person. He is out of our boundary. He is not the Guru of, or in the line of our Guru. Whether he will be very, very high class of devotee. So, we should honor all these things what it has been explained in. So, those who are taking one name, they should be honored with mind. And those who are initiated actually and chanting names, and they have been initiated and chanting name always, they should be honored by mind and also by body, mind and speech. And those who are more higher, not criticizing anyone, having no unearths, not having ninda, no dvesh at all, envious. Out of that they are. And always chanting and remembering the pastimes of Krishna, Ashtakali Leela. They should be honored with heart, core of heart. Give your head, heart, everything in that person's lotus feet and serve. Serve his speeches, serve his lotus feet, everything. Krishna Bhakti Rasabhavita Mati Kriyatam Kutopi Labdhate Tatra Lolnamapamulyame Kalam Janma Kotish. By serving him, you can have a very thick greed in a spontaneous service of Krishna. It will surely come. Then he is telling that if a Vaishnava is in that standard, but Vaisnava-adhikari cannot distinguish that whether he is Uttama-adhikari, Madhyama-adhikari or Kanishta-adhikari. Madhyama-adhikari can realize these things. But sometimes he may misguide. If he will see a very beautiful, young, energetic person chanting or delivering speeches, he may think that, oh, he is very bona fide Guru Vaishnava. And if more advanced, like Astabakra, and he is preaching, but he is so ugly, his voice is not so sweet, he will think that, oh, he is bogus person. So for them, he is telling, Drishtai Swabhav Janitai Vapusasya Doshai Na Prakatittvamiha Bhakta Janasya Paschet Ganga Bhasang Na Khalu Buddha Buddha Pain Pankai Brahma Dhartvam Apagacchati Niru Dharmai. You can read the translation.
Being situated in his original Krishna conscious position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. Such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee having a body born in a low family.
You should know here one thing. A low class of devotee, he does not think anything from the view of Paramarthik, spiritual vision. He becomes sometimes against any pure devotee only with the views of worldly things, material things. So he should be careful, very, very careful. On Vaishnava, we should not have worldly vision. And he is warning in this sloka. Go on.
So one should overlook a devotee having a body born in a low family, a body with a bad complexion, a deformed body, or a diseased or infirm body. According to
once, look, you should read over then.
Same thing?
After that, you should read.
According to ordinary vision, such imperfections may seem prominent in the body of a pure devotee. But despite such seeming defects, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted. It is exactly like the waters of the Ganges, which sometimes during the rainy season are full of bubbles, foam, and mud. The Ganges waters do not become polluted. Those who are advanced in spiritual understanding will bathe in the Ganges without considering the condition of the water.
Once a rishi named Astabakra went in the council of Maharaj Janak, so learned and jnani. So many rishis and muni of high class, Brahmavadi, realizing Brahma, were there. And this Astabakra was crooked from all body, here, there, everything. Taking a stick with a very बड़े कष्ट से बड़े कष्ट से आया. अच्छा. Anyhow he came. He traveled the path of one day in 1 month. Understand? Anyhow, coming, no help. But he came to the council of Maharaj Janak. Seeing him, all began to laugh. Maharaj Janak also laughed. Oh, this person is so desperate that here are so many Latin councils, and without any fear he entered. His skin is so dark, rough and black. Here something. How he dared to come here? no good clothes, nothing. There were some in forts, cracks. All began to laugh. For a moment he was silent, but after that he also laughed so much more than them. Then all were struck dumb. Why he is laughing? Their laughing was stopped. Then Maharaj Janak came to him and told, "Who are you and why you are laughing so?" He told that, "Who am I? I will tell further, afterward. But I am laughing. But I am not laughing, I am weeping, crying. Very far away I am coming, and you are seeing my position. I cannot walk. But I came here only to see the counsels of Maharaj Janak, so learned, I have heard. He is Brahmagani, like Yajnavalkya and all others. But at that time Yajnavalkya was not there. So I came to hear their discourses and teachings. But here I have become hopeless." Maharaj Janak, "Why you have become hopeless? All are so learned." He told us, "I am not seeing anyone learned, but I am saying that all are here." Cobblers. Cobblers means? Shoemaker. Then he became grave, Maharaj Janak, and told us, "All there are cobblers. Cobblers. Why not? All are cobblers. Totally all. You are not saying that there is so much learned person coming in the Brahmin Vansha and so learned, Brahmavadi Rishi? No. And there's all are cobblers. Why? Like cobblers work from skins. They only, this skin is so chrome leather. This is what leather? Good quality. Whether it is chrome or not or what. So they are of same class. They cannot see whether Atma is pure or not. They cannot realize Atma and Paramatma. Only bodies, this is skin. They are expert in skin, but not expert in Atma. Then all became ashamed, and at once Maharaj Janak came in the lotus feet of that Rishi, and he took him on his throne and began to apologize. Here same thing. You should not apply our worldly vision to any devotees. Always be careful. Don't criticize any Vaishnava for your body's gain or mental gain, for money, for reputation, for any other thing. But we are doing like so. If an devotee will come and influence this area, then we will have nothing to gain, no money, no disciple, nothing. And then it is very, very harmful for us. So we should make something like this. This is only this view, not Swamiji view. Then purport, you come to 63, last stanza.
If we consider the bodily defects of a Vaisnava, we should understand that we are committing an offense at the lotus feet of the Vaisnava.
We should always be careful for this.
An offense at the lotus feet of a Vaisnava is very serious. Indeed, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has described this offense as Hati Mata, a mad elephant offense. A mad elephant can create a disaster, especially when it enters into a nicely trimmed garden. One should therefore be very careful not to commit any offense against the Vaisnava. Every devotee should be ready to take instruction from a superior Vaisnava, and a superior Vaisnava must be ready to help an inferior Vaisnava in all respects.
He has told all things. For devotees who are sadhak in lower grade and the sadhak of upper grade, those who are initiating and those who are initiated, for both. Every devotee should be ready to take instructions from a superior Vaishnava, and a superior Vaishnava must be ready to help inferior Vaishnava. This is the symptom of Uttama-adhikari. Madhyam-adhikari. And if he is not doing, then he is doing offenses. He should do like this. One is superior or inferior according to his spiritual development in Krishna consciousness. Very superiority or inferiority. We should always, if you are Madhyam-adhikari, you should always consider this. Then you can progress, or otherwise your progress will be stopped. So always be careful about these things. And then
one is forbidden to observe the activities of a pure Vaishnava from a material point of view.
But now we are seeing like this. We should change this view if we want to advance. And if we are not changing, then making more offenses. And at last we will be ruined. Then
for the neophyte especially, considering a pure devotee from a material point of view is very injurious.
For neophyte especially, considering a pure devotee from a material point of view is very injurious. One should
therefore avoid
one should therefore
avoid observing a pure devotee externally, but to try to see the internal features and understand how he is engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord.
He should always be careful and see how he is engaged in his transcendental loving services of Krishna. But he is offending, always offending nature. He cannot have this vision of seeing anyway. But we should try.
In this way one can avoid seeing the pure devotee from a material point of view, and thus we can gradually become a purified devotee. One can gradually become a purified devotee himself.
Go on.
Those who think that Krishna consciousness is limited
this very important thing.
To a certain
I have lined. You should also underline. Those who
think that Krishna consciousness
be like a liberal view that Narada is in Krishna consciousness. Vyas is in that. All the Vaishnava like Ramanuja, Vishnu Swami, Nimbaditya, their disciples, all are Krishna consciousness. Oh, there are something Vaisistya, a speciality. This is another thing. We'll have some more honor, but we'll have to honor all. No? So, those who think that Krishna consciousness is limited to a certain section of people, they are wrong. Again, go on.
For a certain
section of devotees only, or we only, and all are rejected. We should not have any association of this. Very wrong. If you cannot associate, then you can have honor. What harm to have honor to them? Don't dishonor. You should honor. It is okay that if he is in line, in same what I want, swajati snigdha ashay. We should associate with the devotees who is snigdha, swajatiya. Swajatiya means what I want, what is the object of mine, is in the line of same. Like I want to be a friend of Krishna, he should be like this. I want to be in the line of Rupa Goswami, I will see that he is more superior than me, but in this line. In the line of Srila Rupa Goswami. Then we should associate with him always, with very honor. But don't dishonor anyone. Gurau goste gostale susujane bhusurugane. Even the Brahmins who are living in Vrindavan, don't dishonor. If they are not one-ended in Krishna, sometimes they worship Vishnu, Vaikuntha, Dwarkadhish, Krishna. In the same line, no harm. They are having something. We should not dishonor or make any offense. But we cannot associate with them because they are not in the line of Rupa Goswami. So this is all right. But, oh, go on, we cannot meet with you. This is very offensive. It will harm our bhakti. Then go on. So those who think that Krishna consciousness is limited to a certain section of people, a certain section of devotees, we are ISKCON, all other than that, not ISKCON, then what will be? And that is going on in this time. And that is a very problem for them.